Alrighty boys, let's do a walkthrough of the Blood Furnace. I tried this once before, I died, so we're trying again. I'm doing this live on stream by the way, so if you listen to me or if you're watching this on YouTube and you hear me answering some weird questions, just know that I'm talking to Twitch chat and you can follow me on Twitch as well through the link down below. Okay, now let's do the walkthrough. Let's start with the talents. We're doing a DK solo Blood Furnace run by the way, where you're probably getting like roughly one level per hour. I'm a bit slower because I'm a casual, but let's go. So for the talent points, feel free to copy paste. We're doing like the best talent points for blood. You want to be blood by the way for this farm. So blade barrier, two-handed weapon specialization. Just look at what I'm choosing and pretty much copy paste. The one thing I will say is that you want to have 7 points in Unholy, so 5 in Dodge and 2 in Epidemic. You might want to get Epidemic as soon as possible, so you might want to skip some blood talents just to get Epidemic. It is really helpful with rune management, so yeah, try to get Epidemic as soon as possible. Okay, with that said, let's look at the glyphs. So Glyph of Death Strike, this one is important. Glyph of Disease, and also Glyph of Pestilence. Those are the ones that I'm using. This one is not really that necessary, but it costs me like 5 gold, so why not? So for the pulls and the rotations, you just want to equip one of them, start doing some damage, use Pestilence to refresh and put dots on multiple targets, keep on using Death Strike on yourself, or like to heal yourself, and just tank and spank. It gets more difficult and more complicated down the line, so just stay tuned. Like these first mobs are pretty easy. If you're level 59, you might have a difficult time. It gets easier the higher level you are, obviously, like anything else, but like the reason why is because sometimes your Death Strike might miss, and the higher level you are, the less chance it is of Death Strike actually missing. So yeah, it just gets easier and easier. And personally, I'm level 64 right now. I noticed a huge power gap between 61 and 62. So the magical number you want to look for is 62. Get to 62 as fast as possible. And then this is going to be way easier. But then again, at level 59, you will be getting so much experience per mob. Like I'm getting almost 1% each right now. At 59, you're getting like 4% per mob, which is insane. So here, grip the Imp. Always just go straight for the Imp. Make sure to just silence the Imp. Use your Mind Freeze like I just did. Kill him as fast as possible. And now it's back to tank and spank. So grip the Imp, silence the Imp, kill the Imp, tank and spank. And if your diseases are about to go off, use Pestilence to refresh them. Because of the glyph we have, using Pestilence will refresh all of your dots, which is absolutely insane by the way. Because now you can use one rune to refresh both damage over time effects instead of having to use both a Frost rune and Unholy rune. You can just use one Blood rune, and it will refresh all of them. And once again, keep on gripping the Imps, go for the Imps first always. Didn't even have to silence that one. Now there are a couple of things that we will go through throughout the video, which makes it so that you want to stay for as long as possible, because I'm just going to talk as I do this. So the tips that are for later in the dungeon, I'll be talking about later in the video, and you just saw me miss 2 Death Strikes, so the lower level you are, the more you will miss, and I'm even missing right now, which is a pain, but there it is. So one of the things I will talk about is like at the stairs right now, which is huge. There's a couple of rogues that deals a lot of damage, and I had massive issues with those, but I've been doing this for 5 hours now on stream, so we learned a thing or two. And I know there's like several guides and walkthroughs on YouTube, but some of them are high level, like level 70 DKs showing you what to do, or level 68 DKs showing you what to do. So I want to show you guys what to do at my level, literally a level 64 DK. Because I watched a video earlier from someone who was like level 68, and even though he showed me like what to do, I didn't learn that much because he was level 68, so he just rushed through everything. While at level 64 it's more realistic to see, plus you can see my point of view. And if you're not watching me on Twitch, well, now you can watch me on YouTube, right? We're also doing a 48-hour stream at the Rats launch, by the way, if we can reach the donation goal, so yeah, there you go. If you want to see me for 48 hours, like living through hell at Rats launch, come and check me out on Twitch. I also do believe this is the first time I show my face in a YouTube video, so don't be too harsh on me, okay? Yeah? Nice. I also forgot to use Pestilence right there, that's fine. He's not gonna die that quick. And I forgot the refresh damage over time effects. I'm trying to focus on multiple things at once, but you want to use Pestilence to refresh as often as possible, just because it saves you 1 rune. And it gives you more healing, right? Because you use Unholy and Frost runes to heal yourself. So you want to be using the Blood rune to reapply damage over times. Okay, so now we're at these stairs. Over here, there's 2 rogues. Activate Blood Presence. I've sent you the macros. Yo, thank you so much, Henrik. Thank you. Okay, so over here, there's 2 rogues. They will apply poisons to you. Be careful from the poisons, they deal lots of damage. So what I do here is, first of all, you want to bring food. So go to Thralmar or Honorhold and buy some food, because you can eat while those poison effects are there. And also, if you're level 60 or under, like under 61, you can use your Raised Dead, so use your ghoul, to kill these fast. But either way, activate Blood Presence, you need that damage increase, and look for the rogue, which should be like around here somewhere. I also always walk on one side of the stairs, and apparently I didn't find him, but there's also 2 rogues up here. There he is. So you will see a massive damage over time effect on me right now. That poison, it takes so much. Personally, I've noticed that I can survive 2 stacks. I can survive 3 stacks. If I ever get to 4 stacks, then I'm dead. So 2 or 3 stacks is fine, as long as you bring food. You cannot use bandages. Well, you can get 1 tick from bandage. From the poison will break your bandage, but it won't break your food. So at this point you have 2 options. There's 1 more rogue over here. You can skip that rogue if you want to, but at that point, if either of these get to like 10% health, they will run away. So you risk the chance of these guys running into that rogue. So personally, I always just go over here and look for that last rogue. There he is. So just kill him as well super fast, right? You can skip him, but I don't really see a reason to risk that one. I'm probably gonna get 1 stack. Yeah, 1 stack. So again, 1 stack is like definitely, it's out healable through the food, so 1 stack is fine, 2 stacks is fine, 3 stacks is like on the fence. Can't you make anti-poisons from venom stacks? Yeah, you can. If you have any venom stacks, you can make anti-poisons. So good idea, good idea. And now it's go time. Now we're back to tank and spank. Easy gaming. Once again, remember to use your Pestilence to refresh your damage over times. Just time that however you want. There we go. And because of your Glyph of Deathstrike, you always want to try to be above 25 runic power whenever you're using Deathstrike. It will deal even more damage. So it's free damage, right? So just try to stay above 25. But you also don't want to be capped. Okay, so for this room, once again, just be careful of the Warlock, but I always pull the Imps. So rip the Imp, right? Go straight for the Imp. Remember to use Pestilence before he dies. I almost killed him too fast there. There's one more thing that I want to show you in the next room, so once again, stay tuned or skip ahead if you want to. Just doing a full run on this video, so it's going to be a long video, but hopefully it will be helpful to some of you. If you ever get low, by the way, just use your rune tap. You can convert one blood rune to 10% health. I'm assuming most of you know how to play a Death Knight by now, but like, rune tap, one blood rune, 10% health, and it's only a 30-second cooldown, so that's a lifesaver every now and then. And as you can see, this guy walked all the way over here, so if I didn't kill the rogue, then he probably would have social aggroed. And if you social aggro a rogue while you're in the middle of a pack, you're most likely gonna die. Also, remember to switch from Blood Presence back to Frost Presence after you've done the rogue. I made that mistake when I did some runs earlier, and I was like, why am I taking so much damage? And then I saw, oh wow, right, I'm in Blood Presence. So just remember to switch back. You go Blood Presence for the rogue, but you always switch back. Just waiting for grip. There we go, boys. I also forgot to silence the imp right there, so that's my bad. Gonna take some additional damage now. DKs are cool, but I hate the rune system. I actually like the rune system. Probably because it's something new, right, compared to previously. Whenever Wrath came out in whenever DKs came out, I mean, in OG Wrath, I thought they were so cool. Just because it's something new, right? I love new stuff. It's a new class, but not only is it a new class, it's a brand new system. It's not energy, it's not rage, it's not mana. It's just something completely different. But the runes can be annoying. It's all about rune management, right? So the difference between a good DK and a bad DK is always going to be rune management. Ah, nice one, Laser, nice one. Yeah, back in OG Wrath, I used to main a mage at the beginning, or well, I leveled up a hunter just to unlock Death Knights. I got my DK to level 80, and then I saw a mage doing insane damage in Icecrown Citadel, so I decided to be a mage. Because I was like, wow, this guy is doing a lot of damage. Maybe I can be like him. And I wasn't. Spoiler. I did terrible DPS because I was Frost, and then I tried to spec into Fire, but I didn't have the gear for Fire. So I did lousy DPS. So this right here is how you can probably level the fastest as a DK, from level 59 all the way until 67. So if you're looking to level fast, then this is probably the way to go. And if you're playing on the fresh service, this is a way to save all of the quests. You want to go back and do quests at level 70, just so you can get raw gold. And by doing this right here, you're saving all the quests, and you don't need to have a group. It's all solo, so it's perfect. Now, on the fresh service, I chose not to do this myself, simply because I wanted the quest. I like questing. I think questing is fun, so I just wanted to have some fun. But I also wanted to try this out now, so here we are. Soloing dungeons, yeah buddy. Or not soloing, back in OG Wrath, no. I was doing raiding in ICC. I was like too young back then to know that soloing dungeons was a thing. I was like, if you're doing dungeons, you need to have a group. So for this pack right here, we're starting to look at summoners. You always need to interrupt the summoner. Well, it's not that important when it's one summoner, but it gets more and more important, so I always just try to keep an interrupt available. The fireballs you can tank those, but like when he starts to summon stuff, you want to have runic power ready. I'm just gonna tank the Shadow Bolts, because then I can interrupt the corruption. It's more important to interrupt the corruption than a Shadow Bolt. Okay, so for this room right here, you have 2 summoners. I always skip these. If you're level 59, it might be difficult to skip, but you try to walk on the ledge right here, right? So you walk on the ledge, and you just skip them. But if you want to try to kill them, then you can. You basically just have to target switch and interrupt. So you pull this one, pull it without death grip, just manually walk in, use mind freeze on one of them, use strangulate on the other, and then go back and use mind freeze on this one. It's a 10-second cooldown. Then kite back, and then use death grip. So by using mind freeze, strangulate, mind freeze, then death grip, you have 4 interrupts together. So that is the way to kill those if you really want to, but I always just skip them and go straight for these. So we're 17 minutes in right now, and we have 1 more room. Some people choose to reset after the 2 mobs that I'm killing right now. That's completely up to you. I've started to do the second room because I think it's easy. It's kind of like RMG. Sometimes you get hit by unnecessary stuff, but it's usually pretty easy. So you can choose to reset right here, right now, or you can do the next room. Oh shit, that's a rogue. That's going to be interesting. Never mind. Just 1 stack. Try this macro for death grip. So over here, I usually wait for this patrol right here to walk away, and then I grip this summoner, and I kite them back into this room. This way I can start backpedaling right now, and by backpedaling you'd never walk onto the mines, so that's why I'm doing this. And now we wait for the patrol to come back, and we kill the patrol over in this corner right here. It's such an easy dungeon to solo farm. It really is though. It just takes some runs to practice. Like, I failed a couple of times myself, just because you need to practice. Even after watching this video, you will most likely need to do a couple of test runs yourself, just to practice. Seriously, I'm going to miss everything. I'm level 64, I shouldn't be missing. So now you can either go and do these two, or the 2 technicians. I usually just do the closest pack. Even though it is 2 technicians, I hate doing double technicians. As long as you don't get fucked by RNG, it is pretty easy. You just have to be very careful about the bombs on the ground. So try to avoid those as much as possible. And because I love the loot, I'm just gonna risk everything for that loot. And we just have 2 more packs. I've been very unlucky on the loot this run. Usually get lots more greens and grey items, which gives you gold as well. And I just pulled with like low health. That was a dumb move. I think we'll make it though, it should be fine. Once again, using pestilences to refresh the damage duration. Nice, and now we just have 1 more pack. So you can see we're getting 30%, over 30% of our level for every single run. And the runs take about 25 minutes. Depends on your skill level, but about 25 minutes. This video is now 23 minutes long, and I've been talking while doing it, so I'm not really focusing that much. So if you have full focus, it is way easier. And I just fucked up. I'm supposed to pull the summoner, not the technician. It's fine though, we're living. There we go, that is the entire run, boys. So at this point you have 2 options. If you're a night elf like me, and you're playing on the established servers where your gold don't matter that much to you, you can pull the boss and die and just come back as a spirit. That will increase your repair bills. Actually, you have three options. Option number 2 is have a second account or a friend reset the dungeon for you, so you log out right now and you reset. Option number 3, what I'm doing, running out manually. So running out manually will take a little bit more time, but it's like really close anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. But if you're looking to level a DK right now and you don't want to do questing, this right here is a brain dead way of farming. It just takes some practice, but once you know what to do, it's so easy and so fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a long one. If you made it to the end, please let me know in the comments down below and check me out on Twitch. There's a high likelihood of me being live right now when you're watching this. I'm streaming a lot these days, so yeah, go and check it out. If I'm not live, then I will be very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna kill this rogue, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace, guys.